If you're a new real estate agent trying to figure out if you should join a team or go solo, this video is for you, so please stay tuned. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aram. I'm a real estate agent in the Chicagoland area, and this video is all about the differences between a team and a solo agent. So as a new agent who's just getting into business, whether you're young or old, doesn't really matter, you're gonna have one decision to make before you even start day one. And that is, do you wanna start solo or do you wanna join a team? And today we're gonna talk about some of the differences and why I decided to go solo and share my perspective. I know there's been a lot of videos made about this topic, but I wanna make this different by throwing in my perspective and what led me to the decision I made. And just before making this video, I was actually on the phone with an agent that I'm currently training to be like an inside sales rep right now. And he's gonna be a new agent. And I asked him, what about a team appeals to you? Why do you wanna go solo? Why do you wanna go team? What are your thoughts, etc., etc. So let me first explain the differences of a team versus a brokerage, because some people may not quite understand how if you're especially new in the business, you probably don't know how it's even set up. So every single real estate agent in the world can either own a brokerage or work under a brokerage, right? So that's completely different than owning a team. Working under a brokerage is somebody like me. My name is Aram Gazarian, and I work under RE/MAX first. I could work under Keller Williams, or I can open up my own brokerage, and pretty much that's a completely different beast than having your own team. Because when you open up a brokerage, you no longer sell real estate. Your job is to recruit agents who sell real estate. Big shift. When you're starting a team, right? Or what a team is something started inside a brokerage. So I from RE/MAX first can start the Aram Realty Group, right? Or team, whatever you want to call it. And that would happen is, let's say I'm selling $40-50 million a year in production, and I have an abundance of business. I have too much business for me to handle, and I can share it with other people, right? So I start a team. I bring on buyer's agents to help with my production, and then those buyer's agents get experience, training, and they plug into my system. So that's what a team is. So I've written some things down on this board I kind of want to go through to get the message across. So I got solo on my left, and I got team on my right. I don't know how the camera works, but sometimes it flips things up. Here's what we got. As a solo agent, you have more responsibility. Honestly, there's really nobody checking you to do what you need to do, or like the person on the phone was afraid of being up to code, because when you get your real estate license, they put so much fear in you about these lawsuits or code violations that nobody ever actually gives a crap about. I have been flagged for a couple of MLS violations, or you're not supposed to do that, you can't write that, and all they do is ask you to take it down. So it's hardly a big deal, unless you're racist or some things like that. But obviously don't be racist, right? Anyhow, so you get more responsibility as a solo agent, and as a team, if you join the team, there's less responsibility. There's a team leader to check you every time you're not doing your work, or if something is not up to code, if you haven't done something on time, there is somebody there to let you know about it, right? Whereas a solo agent, it's all 100% you. There is, however, as a solo agent, a managing broker in every office whose job is to make sure, if according to the code section of this conversation, that everything you do is legal and up to code, and that's what the managing broker's job is. So there is a certain level of a checks and balances when you are a solo agent. So you're not all the way on your own, right? So which is always helpful. And then for me, there's two ways to look at a team and solo. So with the team, there's less risk. Solo, there's more risk, right? But with the more risks come a higher reward. So there's a potential to make even more money. There's also a potential to make significantly less. Whereas on a team with the less risk, you do obviously make less money, but it's more stable, and you are kind of plugging into somebody's system. See, Aram, let's say I build a $40-50 million a year production, you're going to plug into my system, and you're going to have $6-10 million of that $40 million in production, right? So you're just going to plug in and go. Whereas as a solo agent, you're going to have to create a system and a business for other people to plug into. And for me, none of this was appealing at all, because I got into real estate because I wanted to start a business, I wanted to create a brand, and I wanted to create my own system so I can hire people and grow from there. That's what I wanted to do. So for me, having more responsibility, no problem. More risk, no problem. I was too young, and I still am. More money, hell yeah. create my own system. That's what I wanted to do in the first place. And finally, I wanted to own a business, right? Whereas a team, you're a job. You work for somebody. You work for the team leader. Team leader doesn't like you, you go bye-bye. Brokerage doesn't like me, it doesn't matter. I still stay. You see, it's a little bit different sections. And then finally, with the team, there is a lot of coaching. There's a lot of built-in learning because you're gonna have a top producer that you work for, right? They're not mentoring you, you work for them. So there is a built-in interest for that person to watch you succeed. Because the more you make, the more the team leader makes. You see how that works? So there is a built-in like learning process that a lot of solo agents don't really have the benefit of having, right? Whereas as a solo agent, you kind of just have to figure it out. And that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to figure it out, which I personally love that process. So at the end of the day, it comes down to the person you are. You see, I explained that for me, more responsibility, more risk was no problem at all if I can make more money, because my goal was to create a system and a business that other people can plug into and grow from. Whereas on this side, if you're the type of person that doesn't like responsibility or would like to take less risk, maybe you have a family, right? And this might be a great example because I got into business at 21, no kids, no family, no crazy bills I have to take care of, no responsibilities. So I could afford to be on the solo side. But if you have 2 kids, you have to support a mortgage, you may want to join a team and just get some knowledge before going 100% solo. I hope that kind of resonates and makes some sense for you. This is such a crazy topic, and it's one of the most difficult decisions you will make starting your business, and how you make that decision is so important. So I want to arm you with the knowledge and the perspective you need to make the right call. Now, let's say if you've decided to go solo, let me tell you the things that you need to get ready for. You better be able to hold yourself accountable, and you better be ready to put in hours and hours and hours of work, because no one's actually started pedaling the bike yet. You have to start pedaling that damn bike and get some momentum going. Whereas on a team, there's already momentum, right? So you have to be ready for this. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough, but it's definitely more rewarding at the end of the day if you're that type of a person. Now, on a team end, all of this is great, right? Less risk. Yeah, you make less money, but you make money. You plug into a system, there's already momentum. You get a lot of knowledge. So if you want to join a team for a couple of years, gain that knowledge, and then go off on your own, great strategy. The biggest mistake that folks joining a team make is joining the wrong team. You see, there's a lot of real estate agents out here that maybe sell $6 to $8 million a year, and all of a sudden they think they're the MVP of the world and they want to start a team. And the truth is, these agents who haven't really sold like 40 million plus, they don't have the infrastructure, they don't have the systems, and they don't have the business to support other agents, right? Because if you're only selling $6 to $8 million in production, anybody could do that on their own. You don't need a team for that, right? So you want to make sure as a new agent, you join a team that is flourishing, right? There's somebody on the team that's making a lot of money. They have a lot of production and they have an abundance of business. So you actually can plug in and get business, so you don't have to risk going on solo. Because if you have to join a team that offers zero training, zero leads, they don't give you business, they don't show you how to like kind of monetize your database, etc., then what are you joining a team for? Why are you giving up half your pay or whatever the case is? So make sure when you're joining a team, you do your research and you join a team that is flourishing, has a lot of business, and you can plug into the system they have. And also make sure it's a system you like. If you're gonna join a team that's predicated on hardcore prospecting over the phones and you don't wanna do that, maybe don't join that team. It's a bad call, right? Because with the team, you don't get the freedom to make your own mark on things, right? You have to follow the system that the solo agent and the team leader has put in place. That was another reason I couldn't see myself on a team, because I'm a creative person. I like to try new things, and I wanted to start a business because every job I had, I'm like, wow, it'd be cool if they advertised it like this. And obviously no one's ever gonna advertise it the way I think, because who am I? So I wanna go solo so I could do my own thing. As a team agent, you probably won't be able to do your own thing. Nothing wrong with it, but just make sure the team you're joining is the system that you actually want to do, right? If you don't want to make phone calls, maybe join the team that buys leads from Zillow, and all you have to do is pick up the phone and get to selling real estate. I hope this video was helpful. I know this is a very touchy subject, and it's something a lot of new agents do have to consider before getting into business. If you have questions, comments, feedback, or matter of fact, go in the comments and tell me whether you're a solo agent or a team agent, what inspired you to go join a team or go solo. You know my story. I would love to read your story along with some feedback, questions, whatever you got for me in the comments. Please like and subscribe. We are so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers by January 1st. I think the pace we're on, we may hit it in the middle of December, which is going to be amazing. I cannot wait. So thank you guys so much. I read everything. I like everything. I really appreciate all your support. And I got more videos coming your way. Thank you.